Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm filming this right after my one that I already put out today. My version is a little bit better, but it's still a little bit hard to read, so sorry if I stutter. I don't think I will, but just as a heads up. Anyways, this is my past. It is a brand new series, and let me tell you, I'm really enjoying this. It is really different, and it's a little bit, it's not as like happy ending based. It's more like Marinette being this really tough, really smart girl. I don't even know what I was like planning to use. Anyways, but it's a really nice series and I really hope you enjoy. Now, this picture here is taken in my grandma's driveway. Basically she has her garden and right outside her garden is the driveway. The driveway, obviously there's cars, but on the sides there are lines of flowers and different nice plants and whatever. One of the flowers are these things. I have no idea what they're called, but they're really pretty, and sometimes they're pink, sometimes they're yellow, and sometimes they're orange, and I absolutely love them. Anyways, let's get started. My past, part 1. Marinette was a smart, patient, beautiful, brave, amazing girl. She was in her final year of school, getting ready for university. At least, that is what the rest of the class thought. The class had been under the influence of Lila for 4 slow, painful, stupid years. During her time alone, Marinette had gotten 7 bachelor's degrees, 5 master's degrees, and 5 PhDs. She even learned 4 new languages, so she was up to 9 languages fluently, and 3 were still in learning. Many people had forgotten that Marinette Dupanchang was not an actual Dupanchang. She was adopted when she was 8. 10 years prior. She had not even known French back then. Marinette was born in Italy. She was smart from a young age. The past 4 years only contributed to that. So when she sat back in class, secretly designing, she already knew the subject. She was probably more of an expert in math than Madame Bustier herself. She was not surprised when she got a sudden request. "Marinette, hello," she heard her ex-friend called. They had finished math and were now on to free period. Marinette had long passed her title as class president to Lila. "What, is something wrong?" she asked, not showing too much emotion. "Yeah, we just said you are making our clothes for the big party you were supposed to organize," said Alia. Marinette scoffed and rolled her eyes. "Why would I do that? I'm not class president," she said. "Don't be so rude. You're acting selfish, Marinette," Lila spoke, her tone sickeningly sweet. "No, I'm not going to do that. I'm tired of being your doormat," she said coldly. She went back to her designing. She got distracted easily, blocking out the comments of her classmates. She was designing a black leather jacket for her best friend. He was her source of happiness since she was a toddler. He was also very powerful. He led an army of assassins. He lived in a manor in Italy. He dropped by every few months. He was the first and only one to know her identity. She was planning on finishing school in 3 weeks and returning home. She was 18 after all. She could legally leave that instant. She was so distracted that she didn't notice Adrian slept next to her. "Please, Marinette, you're every..." Adrian started. Marinette shot up and slapped her hands on the desk. "I swear to God, if you say everyday ladybug, I will punch your teeth out myself." Her tone was bitter and icy. That made everyone confused. Did she not have a crush on him? Isn't that why she hated Lila? "Marinette?" Adrian started. "No, just shut up. Everyone here thinks I'm either nothing more than a weak girl jealous of her crush or a bully. Newsflash, I have no crush, and I am no bully," she said. Marinette didn't notice another figure coming near her. The person wrapped around her. She was close to turning around and punching the figure until she heard that voice. That voice that calmed her. That voice that made her feel grounded. That voice that made her feel whole. Riker! She turned around and hugged him. Not too loud, Dove. He returned the hug. He was muscular, handsome, cool-looking. He was a muscular, handsome, cool-looking guy. I've missed you so much. Why are you here? When are you leaving? When did you arrive? Is anyone else here? Weren't you going to meet me in the manor in Italy? How long has it been? Why are you in my school? How did you sneak up on me? She was so excited she didn't notice that she was switching languages with every sentence. Lucky for the two of them, he knew all the same languages as her. They often practiced together. The rest of the class did not share the same privilege. Hello? Asked Alia. Marinette, it is rude to speak different languages when others are here, said Madame Bustier. She didn't even bother to hide the eye roll. She was facing him, and they only saw the back of her head. Lidlak antlam tathkir. So you haven't changed, he said in Arabic. She laughed. La ala alat la ak. No, not at all, she replied in Arabic. She picked up her bag. Clearly, they had the same idea. They held hands and started walking out of class. Marinette, where do you think you're going? Class does not end for another half hour. You cannot leave, said Madame Bustier. Actually, I am a legal adult with more degrees than you. So yeah, I can. You would all know this if you knew me. I sent you a file a while ago. She laughed. Is that true, Madame? Asked Adrian. The professor quickly projected her screen and looked through her email. Sure enough, they saw 17 different degrees. No wonder she had straight A's. It made complete sense. She could teach any teacher in Paris. Meanwhile, Marinette was looking for Andre with her closest, most deadly best friend. And that is where we're going to end it today. I hope you enjoyed. I'm enjoying. I think this is a cool difference. Yeah, I think this is a cool different type of story. I mean, it's not very similar to many of the ones I have. So hopefully you enjoy. Da 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 da. In case you haven't realized, I'm trying to fill in the space because. Okay, I found a question. What is the best and or worst purchase you've ever made? So you can answer both or just one. Best purchase. Probably my AirPods. Because I bought that with my own money. Because most of my other stuff, like my MacBook or my iPad or my phone and all of that, technically I didn't purchase. So, yeah, I'm going to say. Ooh, or my Apple Pencil. My AirPods are, either one of those. Because those are two things I bought with my own money. Because the rest of my technology and whatnot, my parents bought for me. Oh, or my Lego. That also might be my best purchase. Any of my Lego pieces, because I love those so much. Worst purchase. I think most I'm going to say useless / worst would be one of my Apple Pencils. Basically, this thing happened, which was really annoying. I bought one Apple Pencil when I bought my iPad at the, so I bought one Apple Pencil in the beginning of like right before summer started, like a month before summer or something like that, right before summer break. So like maybe May, June, that type of thing. And I couldn't find that app, and then I got the Apple Pencil. Less than a month later, it was gone, right? And for months, I looked everywhere for that Apple Pencil. I looked through all my room. I looked through the living room, through my parents' room, through every room. And I had no idea where it had been. And this was through mid-lockdown, so I hadn't left my house in like 3 months or something. So there was no way I was outside the house. And I was like, where the heck is it gone? Okay, and then let's skip to a couple weeks ago. I give up finding the Apple Pencil. Don't think I'm ever going to find it. I buy a new one, right? I buy a new Apple Pencil for the iPad Pro. So the newest Apple Pencil. Again, my second one. The next day, I found my original Apple Pencil on my shoe rack. And it's not even hidden. It was like in plain sight above my shoe rack. Well, how does that even happen? And then I asked my parents and my brothers, did you find it or something and put it here? And they were like, no. And I was like, it's right here. I've cleaned my shoe rack multiple times in the last few months. Every few weeks, I like go over and take all the junk that I dump there off and whatever. It hasn't been there. And then there it was, just on the shoe rack. And no one had known why. Like, no one else found it in my house. I was in my room all day. And then I go out for 1 second to the kitchen. I grab some tea or something. I come back. It's just there. And I asked my mom and dad, like, did you find this? And they were like, no. And I was like, this is stupid. I just bought a new one and I found the original one. And now the new one, I've lost that one. So now I'm using the original again, if you get it. So basically, that second Apple Pencil, worst thing I've ever bought because I used my money and now it's gone. But, this is what's going to happen. The one I'm using right now, I'm going to lose that. I'm going to buy a new one. And then they're both going to show up. Trust me. It happened with one of my water bottles in 2nd or 3rd grade. I lost that water bottle a month later, and I kept going to the Lost and Found every day for like a month and a half. My mom buys me a new water bottle. I walk through Lost and Found, my water bottle's there. The day after I buy a new one. Am I just cursed or something? I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna go. Bye. Look forward to your answers.